Alrighty, we are back with episode 4 of the Stash podcast. It buzzes boards. Today we have a pretty fun episode coming to you guys. We have a special guest on today's show. My sister, we talked about her last time, the world-class Olympian, Sarah Schleper. Welcome.
Hi, guys. Hi, happy to be on the show. I grew up in this shop, so it feels like home.
Yep, we've done a podcast before with you in here.
Yeah.
A little different vibe this time. We're not going directly at you. So
Nice.
It'll be fun. You can speak your mind a little freelier and can move on.
Nice. Thanks.
We can always edit her out.
Yeah, that's true. If she doesn't.
I know, especially with
It's a
my
trial
horns,
run.
you know.
So,
And we have her dog, Cosmo.
yeah, special
We do.
This
guests.
is my Damon, Cosmo.
He's a good boy.
Where is that dog from?
He's an Italian stallion,
Nice.
bred in Italy.
He's a good
Lilac
dog.
border collie.
He lives in Minnesota with Buzz a lot of the time too. So
In the summer.
he's got the best of both
super,
worlds.
Super smart dog.
All my kids lived with Buzz. In the
That's
summer.
true.
Including you and you.
Yeah. Drew's next.
Yeah.
Got to get him
He's
out there.
been there.
No, I haven't.
Not
No.
even for a buzz dog?
Not
No,
once.
Drew hasn't
Haven't
been there.
made it yet.
Shame on you.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get put to work, dude. Stick me out in the field.
We're going to be picking
You'll
rocks.
definitely be
Yeah.
put to work. That's a Camp Buzz
Yeah, that's your.
mandatory.
Well,
That's
work
the
till
fee.
noon, play in the afternoon.
I can manage.
So Sarah, have you been out there skiing Vail much this year?
Yeah, I'm a coach at Ski Club Vail, which you guys all know. I took my 29-year-olds up on the first big powder day of the year. We hit Lukma. I was picking up 9-year-olds all the way down. Cross skis, flipped in the powder. We caught branches, all kinds of stuff, stuck in ravines.
Yeah, I saw a lot of carnage this weekend.
It was pretty interesting.
But-
And I've
but-
never seen Bear Tree have so many slalom gates set.
That were humans.
Humans.
Yeah. Nice.
But we navigated pretty well. It was fun to have them out there, and we found some of the only hittable cliffs on the mountain behind Midvale.
Yeah, I kind of watched some of those videos. That looked pretty fun. Kids
The
are playing
kid-
in the snow.
They love that, and you know I should have them out doing drills, but I really want them to have fun and enjoy the mountains and enjoy being on the mountain. And they were so happy jumping off these 3-foot cliffs in their ski boots, and then eventually they decided to put their skis on and jump off of them. So we had a blast.
Yeah, it's kind of, we don't have the full mountain open, but it's pretty good that these kids can still go out there and play in the fresh snow,
Yeah,
kind of mess around,
for sure.
know why skiing's fun, not just always forcing them to be in a race course 24/7. So that's a good move. That was the best thing about me growing up ski racing around here was the free skiing side of it. The racing was amazing, but it also, you have to be able to enjoy the mountains, ski everywhere, go to the back bowls, blue sky,
For
try,
sure.
try out new mountains.
It helps
Yes.
all of your skills, I think. I know Buzz has always said that. You got to free ski a little bit,
A lot.
Yeah.
You got to free ski more than you race.
Yeah.
Racing, you're in the same track. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
But
But
racing,
free skiing, the terrain always is changing. So you adapt a better balance.
yeah.
You become a better skier overall, better racer.
well-rounded.
Yes.
Trees don't move, gates do. So you get good at
I think you
skiing
need
where
both. You need a lot of both.
Of course.
And I felt a little bit like Cosmo out there this weekend because I had to keep track of 20 of these little groms. And it was a whiteout at some points. And we only lost one kid for a little bit. And then we tracked him back down.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was pretty fun. And I always partner them up. I'm like, you guys all need partners. And they always have to be watching out for their partners. That's kind of my strategy.
A battle buddy.
Yeah.
The buddy system is key.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't want
Especially
people.
When we're back in the back bowls, when the tree runs start opening up, I love that strategy.
Yeah, so right now a lot more of the mountain is opening up too. We actually have top to bottom as of this last week. They opened chair 3. I haven't quite been up there. You've been up there more recently than me.
Yeah, it's super nice. It spreads out the lift lines a little bit. They're definitely shorter. But that top to bottom, I just hate downloading on a gondola. I've never done it in my life, except when you're forced to or lose your pass. But skiing top to bottom is the only way to go.
Yeah, that 8-minute ride at the bottom or end of your day is not quite that fun.
No.
It's easier to make it down there in a
Yeah.
minute, 2
But
minutes.
the snow's good. They open 3 for the weekend, and Hunky Dory and Kangaroo Cornice, and who was on that? They said there were 20 people looking for their skis. The powder was so deep, and
Mhm.
you had a lot of really beginning or non-powder skiers attempting it and eating it and losing their skis. But
Well, my kids like to get once they get stuck, they want to take off their skis, and we all know in powder that's a no.
no.
Yeah, that's worst case scenario right there.
Yeah.
Straight to the
Do
bottom.
not take
Yeah.
your skis off when you're falling down in powder.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you are. Getting those back on a powder day might be one of the most challenging things you could do.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And you forget that you're high up and you start huffing and
Sweating.
puffing, and then you sweat out your jacket and
Calling for rescue.
Yeah, just take your time.
The best technique I've found, because I've had to teach a lot of my kids how to do it, is you get on your back, get your skis up in the air, and then get the skis down below you.
Do a little tumble turn.
A little tumble turn.
My recommendation is don't fall.
That is. But
you're
kids
not-
like falling. They like learning.
Yeah.
If you're not
I know I
falling,
did.
you're not pushing hard enough.
Yeah.
That's not true.
The reason you know it's snowing, right? Do you? Because there's a World Cup downhill race
Oh.
in town.
Mm-hmm.
We knew
It-
that.
Sarah, you should have known that.
Yeah, for sure.
It snows no
Every
matter
year.
what. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If there's a downhill race scheduled, it is going to snow. There's
Mhm.
always weather delays. It could have not snowed in the last month. And if there's a downhill, it's going to snow this week. So always got to be careful.
Yeah,
You
I
tell
mean,
me
I
more.
guess that goes back to Buzz's point about free skiing. You know, these downhillers are constantly being challenged by powdery conditions, flat light. And if you want to be a downhiller, you better know how to push yourself when the light conditions go out, when the terrain is crazy, and when it gets bumpy because of so much powder in the track.
Definitely. And you guys went to the race. Sarah, you went. Did you go to the race at all, Buzz?
No, we were a little short-handed in the shop this weekend, so I ended up working and sneaking up for a few runs in between.
Nice. So, but you were watching on TV, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we
in
had
the
it
shop.
on TV in the shop, and since they raised the finish, we could see as much in the shop as they probably did up at the
Probably more.
race.
More up close for sure. We could kind of see how much spray they were pushing over a Golden Eagle. And it was a very big indicator. If you threw a lot of snow coming over that brink, you weren't going to usually have the fastest time.
Yeah. I saw that we had some decent American finishes. We got Ryan Cochran Siegel get second in the downhill.
Yeah, and he was sitting in the leader's seat for a long time. We thought he warded off Vincent Kriechmeyer and a couple other top racers, but then Marco Odermatt, our skiing god at the moment.
Yeah, I heard he had an unbelievable weekend.
First, fifth, and a first in the giant slalom.
Dang.
Yeah, a little bit. He got bounced around a bit up on the top in the Super G. I think that's where he lost his time. I think also the Swiss might have missed the wax on the Super G. 'Cause
That's what it looked like on TV.
Yeah.
The Austrians nailed it.
the Austrians were definitely faster with the wax
Yeah.
choice. And that is a bit of a critical point for the birds of prey because there is some incredibly flat sections.
Yeah, you definitely, right out of the start, it's
Mhm.
flat. You get that middle flat section.
Mhm.
So,
Is Colorado snow like unique in racing to other places?
Very
yeah,
Very.
In what sense?
dry,
Dry.
high,
Softer.
aggressive.
yeah, Europe's a lot more of the ice rink
Mm-hmm.
mentality.
Okay.
So even if it's not icy over there, they make it icy,
Right.
guaranteed every time. We
Yeah.
try to, but not quite as good as what they do over
Yeah.
there.
And it's a fine line. They put water into our snow.
Right.
And then if you overwater here, it becomes unbearably slick where you can't even get an edge in.
Hmm.
So they've had a lot of practice at it, but it's still an aggressive ice when they get it right.
But yeah, birds.
But it broke down because good example was in the giant slalom. Marco Odermatt had an 8/10 lead over
1.3.
going into the second run, and he only won by 0.23.
Yeah.
So it deteriorated quite a bit on that flip 30 format because he was the last racer to go down on that second run, and he gave up a lot of time. And he said it was bumpy. It was a challenge, but he had such a lead off that first run, he was able to hold on for the win.
Well, for instance, he had bib 1 on the first run,
Right.
which I think was a major advantage because you saw on the second run, the guy who ended up in 30th place after the first run, they go first on the second run. He went first on the second run and he moved up like 10 or 15 spots.
Right. I saw that.
So bib 1 is a big advantage this weekend.
Definitely.
On Colorado snow, that is.
Mhm. You could see it in Copper as well.
Yep. Colorado's kind of notorious for that snow that breaks down. We don't have as much moisture. Doesn't pack together. So,
Mhm.
but pretty good showing for the U.S. Better than
Yeah.
we have done in the last while.
River
So,
got the Bibbo Award in the Super G. He moved up from like 28 to 12th, I think. And then yesterday he had a pretty good second run, moved
Yeah,
up
he
to
moved-
6th, I think.
yeah, I
He
think that's
moved
his
up.
best World Cup finish yet. So,
He moved up
from what I read.
at least 12 places, I think.
Yeah. That was
He
exciting.
sat in that leader chair for a while.
I had my U12s. We were in the grandstands in the front row, and we were supporting the guy that makes all the banners for the athletes. So we got on TV a few times. That was pretty fun.
Nice.
And then
I
Uncle
did not see you.
Well, the
Uncle-
grandstand TV is a little different than the national broadcast.
Well, no, we're on the broadcast.
Are
too.
you?
Yeah, you have to watch it again.
Oh, nice.
I have a Lucas Brothen hat on. And Uncle E interviewed us as well. He's like, we have Sarah Schleper in the crowd. And he asked me,
And
this was just for the stadium.
For the-
He's like, who do you have next to you? And I was like, I have the fastest U12s in the world. And they were so fired up. It was really cool. And then a bunch of people came up to me after that and that hadn't seen me yet. They saw me on the big screen and they found me and we're just stoked to share in the love of ski racing.
How lucky are your athletes to have you as a coach that has already done everything in the sport that you could ask for? You know, you've been to all the Olympics, you've raced for multiple countries. You know, you couldn't be the best role model for these kids, and then they witness it firsthand when you go to the races. So that's super cool.
Yeah, we had so much fun. Some of them were sneaking in the VIP tent and getting brownies, and then we had
Keep an eye on those ones. Those ones are gonna be that make
those
it
are
the
the
farthest.
fast ones.
Yeah.
I had 2 boys sledding the whole time. They just played in the snow for 5 hours, however long we were there. And sometimes it's hard because the kids love skiing with me because I like to make it fun, and then they're always like, I want to be in Sarah's group. So I feel a little bad for the other coaches, because I don't want to take away from their credibility either.
I hear from the parents of your athletes. They come into my shop and they go, yeah, when my kid heard he was on Sarah's group, they were so excited. They were hoping to get Sarah as their coach. And I've had several parents tell me that.
I like to work with as many kids as I can. I just love to share the stoke of skiing and ski racing.
I mean, I think where we can go back and see the biggest results ever is Eric Seiler. You know, that was his thing. He had pace setters. He always had the best skier as coach to help the little kids become the best. And I mean, that worked for you. That worked for me. It's worked for everyone. So it's definitely the best way to do it, to have a pre-existing professional athlete teach a kid versus someone that might think they know versus the shoes.
Well,
that
that's
you've
the
been in,
other
so.
advantage I have is I'm still running the course. I'm still getting in the starting gate. So I have a unique perspective because I know exactly how it feels. A lot of these coaches, the last time they raced was probably 20, 25 years ago. So you kind of forget a little bit the feeling of what it is to put your ski on edge on ice and be close on the line and the nerves you feel in a race start.
And the new skis too, because GS is a totally different ball game nowadays than it once was.
Yeah, for sure.
So for firsthand experience, I mean, you're doing great.
Yeah, and I've worked with a lot of really incredible coaches and learned from a lot of people in the sport. And I feel like I take that with me, especially Eric Seiler. And
Yeah, rest in peace. One
Yeah.
of the best. He's coached Buzz, Sarah, myself, pretty much everyone in the family.
Yeah, what year was it? He coached me. It was, I think the first time was 1967.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Red Lodge, Montana, but Beartooth Pass.
Nice. That's where your brother lives right now.
Yep, he's in Red Lodge right now.
Full circle
But there
there.
was Eric Seiler, Peppy Graumschammer, and Andra Molter. And the first year I was there, a ski racer named Christian Pravda, who probably the new generations have not even heard of his name, but he was a famous ski racer. And then the second year I went was Rod Hebron from the Canadian ski team, who was an active racer. So his nickname was Yogi, but he's moved on too
Yeah.
to the other side.
Speaking of Canadian racers, I saw Ken Reed, who had he raced.
His son was.
I
His
raced
son
with
was
his
racing.
son.
Yeah, and
Eric.
he mentioned to say hi to you.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
you're
they've
still.
been good friends.
Oh, I saw Felix McGrath as well.
After he was in the shop.
Yeah, and I made sure I said hi to him, and he's like, "I was in your dad's shop," so that was cool to connect.
You told
with
him.
Yeah.
I told you,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Nice.
Because he said, make sure to tell Sarah hi.
And that's something these kids can always look forward to, is these stories for the rest of their lives, where, this little kid can say that they got coached by Sarah way back in 2025. And,
Well, that's just backtracking slightly, like having, whether it's business, sports, ski racing, whatever, like the teams and countries that are successful, like they keep those people involved in some way, whether it's consulting or an ambassador or something. It's like, that's a lifetime of experience that, like, certain people disseminate information differently. So one kid can pick up something from somebody, it's great to keep people that have had success. They have certain habits and lifestyles. Like, it's all encompassing to be a winner, I guess, in my opinion. And that's super cool. Like, I mean, I've never raced, but I've learned so much about skiing from you guys. And that's, from who you've learned it from, etc. So I think that's super cool.
For sure. And speaking of racing, you got a big year ahead of you, Sarah. What do we got this year?
I've qualified in 2 disciplines for the 2026 Milan Cortina Winter Olympics. It'll be my 7th Olympics.
That's amazing.
I'm super stoked. I'm excited. I saw Hubertus sent us a picture of the Olympic Village in Cortina, and it's pretty, it looks like barracks. What's a word? It looks a little desolate, or what's the word I'm looking for?
Barracks describes it.
Yeah. So hopefully we can bring some life to that place and bring our Mexican flair. We usually bring a lot of energy and beautiful uniforms.
Anywhere you go, Sarah, you bring life.
Yeah, look at the hat you brought here today.
And trouble.
Yeah. Trouble in the sweet hats and good times. So that'll be awesome.
So the women race in Cortina?
Mm-hmm.
Do the men race there also?
The men are racing in Bormio.
Okay.
So we're going to be 5 hours apart or more by car, because the Stelvio Pass is closed in the winter, which connects the two a little closer. So that's kind of a bummer, because I might be racing with my son Lasse, who you guys know as well, your grandson.
Yeah.
Your nephew.
Yeah.
Drew's
17
nephew.
turning 18.
Yeah.
But
So
that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Mother, son, first Olympics. Fingers crossed everything goes well.
Yeah. And so now for me, it's just about maintaining my health and maintaining my strength, mental fortitude, visualizing, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't really need to race, and I don't want to risk an injury. So I am doing everything I can to be healthy, strong, and ready for those games and have my best Super G ever.
I mean, you're kind of on the victory lap doing this ski racing still at this age. You've been so competitive in your early years. Now you're on the victory lap. You're coaching more so than racing. So you're just out there having fun.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Proving that there's love for the sport.
It's a great experience. And I love being in a small country like Mexico, because when you're at the Olympics, when you're an Olympian as an American, you're more worried about the medals? Am I going to win? Because you're there as one of the really top athletes. But as a smaller nation, you realize the Olympics is more than the medals. It's bringing all the nations from around the world together in the name of sport, which is a very peaceful. I mean, it's granted it's competitive, but it's
a celebration of the sport.
Yeah, it's
more, obviously there's people there that their only goal is to podium or win or whatever. But like you're saying, like maybe that isn't your expectations, and you can sort of, have a different, broader experience than just being completely dialed.
exactly. And it feels so good to represent Mexico, who otherwise might not be at the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, definitely. So that's awesome.
It's a super cool experience. And it's been, I've had both spectrums. I've been on the big team, the US team, and the little team with Mexico.
Last Olympics, you were waving the flag.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be doing that again this time?
So this year's different because they're apparently having 3 different ceremonies in 3 different locations because it's spread out so much in Italy. So I think they're going to have one in Milano, which probably our figure skater will represent Mexico at that opening with the flag. Donovan is famous figure skater from Mexico. He and I shared the flag in the last one. So I'm assuming he'll get the flag from Milano, and I'll probably get to carry it in Cortina. And I'm not sure where the other opening ceremony event is going to be, but it hasn't been official yet at all. And I'll have to go to Mexico City. They have a tradition where you get the flag. It's called I can't say it. Abandonada. Where's Federico? It's where you get the flag
From the country and you bring it over there. So
and
that's pretty cool.
I've been working on my Spanish a lot. There's a few words that just don't roll off the tongue as well as they should. But my mother-in-law makes me talk to her every week for an hour, and she asks me interview questions so that I can be a little more fluent because I get nervous for interviews and my words come out a little stumbly because I do speak quite fluent Spanish.
Yeah.
I know. I try to get you to speak Spanish to my clients all the time.
But also when a camera's put in your face and a microphone and you're on the spot, it's never that easy to do.
Anyways, so the Spanish is tough. That's a tough part about switching countries and not actually being, from the place where I represent. I'm naturalized. And I've had to overcome some obstacles of feeling like a bit of an imposter. But I embrace Mexico fully. I love my family, my Mexican family, and I love the culture there. And it feels good to represent them and to be able to speak Spanish fluently.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a awesome journey to watch. Even if I'm your brother, it's still awesome. I'm sure the rest of the world loves it. Mexico's stoked. You're representing them.
And you did a great job representing the USA for 4 Olympics too.
Yep, you did great with that.
Thank you.
So we're excited to watch that come February.
My best result was 10th in the slalom in Torino. I was having a pretty good year that year. I was on close to being on my way to the podium in the GS when I crashed.
Got in the soft snow.
Yeah. So maybe we can
An Italian redo.
Pull off an Olympic miracle here.
Yeah, let's do it. Attack from the back. Any which way, it'll be fun.
We hope.
Well, somewhat related. Maybe they'll make the course a little shorter. I don't know if you guys saw. I think it's in Milan. One of the ice rinks. Like this year is a big deal. It's one of the first years NHL players are going back to the Olympics for their country. They allegedly made the rink like 6 feet smaller or something. So it's like they built it for the Olympics and it's not even close to the right size.
No, but I always thought the Olympic hockey was played on a different size.
Bigger.
rink.
Yeah, always bigger.
Always bigger.
So it's smaller
Oh.
now than NHL ice.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
kind of a
So
kind of an issue.
I knew it was one way or the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, that's
It'll be like
interesting.
futsal.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Probably more intensity.
Well, I heard
So.
that they're it's not protesting isn't the word, but like the Players Association, they're trying to get all those games moved. So I
Yeah.
don't know, as an Olympic committee or whoever sets that up, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to jump into this next little section since you are going to the Olympics this year. I'm jumping ahead. We are going to send you over there to the opening ceremonies and all that with a little bit of an item that you can bring back to us.
You know to me?
It's not a penguin.
It's
It's not a penguin.
Is it a stuffed penguin?
I don't know.
Because my wife's in Antarctica right now, and with some friends of hers, and I told her to bring me back a penguin. She says she's only bringing stuffed penguins for the grandchildren.
Sorry, let me get through all the packaging out of here real quick.
Ooh.
So I don't know what colors we have,
Yes.
but since you're going to the Olympics,
This is
we
my
have the
early bird Christmas present.
yeah, early birthday, Christmas. Also, you
Olympic
gave
present.
your pair to Lynn to go to Antarctica. So right now you don't have a pair. I'm sure you could have used them last week at Birds of Prey. I know it's supposed to be Christmas, but here we are,
Ooh,
jumping the
thank
gun.
you.
So we got you dialed
I'm
in.
So excited.
What we got there?
So
Some
let's see
meta.
if we got the colors.
Oh, some Oakleys.
These are special ones.
Some Oakley Meta glasses. So these are pretty sick. Here we go. Open those up, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you, Hunter.
No, thank you for hooking Lynn up with the other pair to go to Antarctica. She's been using them, so
Has she?
that'll be cool to
Did
see.
you tell Sarah that she has to share those with me?
Good thing is I didn't order just one pair. I ordered a bunch. So also, if you're looking at getting them,
Thank
check
you.
out buzzesboardsusa.com. We're only going to have a select few of them for sale here. So check them out. They're going to be super cool.
I don't know if anyone has used these, but they're really fun. I'm kind of into the new AI trend. And with the original pair I got was dark lenses, so you couldn't wear them inside, and it looks like these are more clear. They shift, right?
These are the transition lenses on this
Transition
pair, so you're
lenses.
going to be able to wear them.
How do they look?
They look good on you.
Yeah,
Those are sweet, actually.
Yeah, I think that'll
Cool.
be fun.
nice.
You know,
And you can take pictures. You can say, "Hey Meta, what's my dog's name?"
I think sounds like it's already working.
Yeah.
Hey Meta, how can I be nicer to my dad?
That's important.
Thank you.
Yeah. No,
These
of
are
course.
awesome.
Hey, Medic, can you keep Cosmo from running away?
Hey Meta, can you keep Cosmo from peeing on people's legs?
So that's super cool. I did bring in another style too. I want to.
Well, last week, getting back to Cosmo, the Vail police brought him back to the shop, and he didn't have a collar on, no identification, but somebody recognized him from living next to you, I think, in Minturn. And they said that we think this is Sarah's dog, and he responds to Cosmo. So they brought him right to the shop for us.
Yeah, that was pretty lucky. I did
So-
just order him a collar with your number and
Good.
Federico's number.
Here,
So-
I'll try those.
So
on
here
there,
are
too.
the other version, the other frame.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Those
A
are
little more
flashy.
Tron style,
Those
but
are fast looking.
Wow.
yeah.
For a fast guy, huh?
That's you, Buzz.
So much fun.
You can say, "Hey, where are my keys? Where did I leave my phone?"
I'll be back.
Yeah. You need it for that cell phone, that camera device, you call it.
Yeah.
You can say
can
you
sync
can
'em up.
answer the calls on your glasses.
I don't answer my phone when I ski.
Yes, you do. If it's me calling.
Or me.
Only if I'm on a chairlift. I guess now I can do it while I'm skiing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Riding the
Hunter-
lawnmower.
Get back to work.
You can.
Come on, quit slacking.
Yeah.
You
So.
can film the birds while you're mowing the lawn.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. We got some new products coming in. Stoked for you to bring those to the Olympics and really test them out.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Thank
That's
you.
gonna be. No one's gonna have that perspective, so now we are actually all gonna be able to witness it firsthand
Yeah,
because
I
of
wonder
you.
if you can do like a live stream. That'd be cool.
That would be interesting. Maybe we'll have to look into it. Connect
Yeah.
it to the phone. That would be.
I'm sure it comes with an instruction manual.
Yeah. Oakley,
Which-
if you're hearing this, please send more towards Sarah so she can take them to the Olympics. Be awesome.
Also, if you are listening to this and you haven't seen any of my vlogs, I do some Olympic vlogging on YouTube as well. My channel is Degalaxy, Degalaxy. And we have some fun on my channel. It's very random. We do sailing, Olympics, skiing,
The lake.
the lake.
Kind of do a little bit of everything on that channel. Please check it out. I'll put a little thing up here that sends you right over to her page, and
Thanks.
please subscribe.
Yeah.
It makes the world go round.
Yes.
Water skiing, boat surfing.
All sorts of sports because I love I love adrenaline.
And documenting the whole adventure. It's amazing. Your
Yes.
sailing videos are hilarious.
Yeah.
They're amazing. getting stuck out there without wind. For anyone out there, go look at them.
Just think of all the stuff I can video on my tractor
yeah,
back
We-
at the lake.
live stream for us, so that way we always know where you are.
Or the one time I did tip the tractor over.
Oh man, I wish that was on camera.
But I came out of it okay.
Yep.
I grabbed that steering wheel and I grabbed the cowling with my legs just so I wouldn't fall out and get crushed.
Like you were riding a horse.
And you flipped it back over with one hand.
No, Hunter
I
did
get
it with
this-
the Bobcat.
Yep. Had to get the skid steer, lift it back up.
I think he knew you didn't flip it with one hand. Or maybe he didn't.
No, I
'cause
thought he did, dude.
You
Look at
were.
those mitts.
And those glasses
I
also
know,
like
dude, that adds
Arnold.
10 strength.
hey, Arnold.
Hey,
That's right.
speaking of strength, Lasse's got that Schleper strength.
Does he?
His legs are like rocks.
Well, you got to have that if you're going to be a ski racer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Lasse got into college this week.
That's good.
That's good.
You
Where's
know,
he going?
St. Olaf.
Nice.
In
Gonna
Minnesota.
do some
Minnesota.
skiing.
Yeah, he's gonna race for the Olies.
Nice. That's,
We know it's Tony Olin's son is the coach,
Oh, nice.
so it's pretty full circle. Tony Olin worked with Eric Seiler back when I was
He
growing
was
up.
coached by Eric Seiler
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Exactly.
He's been part of our lives as long as I can remember.
He
Tony.
was a
Yeah.
slalom ace.
Yeah, and Tegan is his son, and
He's
he's a lot of fun, and I think
Super
it's a
good
good
dude.
fit for Lasse.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I
That's a
know
good family to be a
How
part of.
Lasse got those thighs, though, running from you.
Yep.
Oh, so I wanted to mention too. We've been filming a pilot show. They're thinking about doing a Vail mom athlete ski racer reality documentary series.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we got into that. So we've been
Nice.
filming that the
So,
last couple days.
yeah, tell us more. What?
Well, last night they came to my house. I didn't tell anybody in the family they were coming because they would have all protested and disappeared. So last minute, here comes the camera crews into the house, and the cameras just Federico's just embarrassed because our house is tiny and full of all our adventure supplies like skateboards and one wheels and go karts.
Trophies and medals.
Yeah,
And
they like that.
The things are scattered.
Yeah, and they came down to our garage maze, and the cameraman was struggling to get the shot because we have so much stuff in there. But we did some tuning on camera for him, and we said our next shot should be in buzzes though, so hopefully that comes to fruition at some point.
Then maybe we can do the father-daughter, father-son,
What about grandchildren too?
father-grandchildren, too. All 5 of them.
We can see where that ski racing passion really comes from.
Yeah, I mean, mine got little guys on a snowboard. We'll see if he ends up ski racing, but for now, he's snowboarding because he can't really even stand yet. So that's what we're doing till he can balance.
Can't stand, can't walk, but he
Yeah.
doesn't fall over in a snowboard.
Yeah, it's
And
unreal.
because
Call
you
that
love
knuckle
to
dragging.
get a reaction out of people. Too.
Yeah, I love getting a reaction out of everyone. The internet's eating it up. They're like, hey, you're forcing your kid to get out there, and
I
why
hear-
Vail? And
I hear that view is over 80,000 now.
yeah, it's about 87,000 views. Pretty insane of a little 10-month-old snowboarding. Most viral thing more viral than I've ever gone. So I guess I have the one avalanche video at 1 million. But other than that, I've been trying to get those 80,000 plus
Yeah, you
views.
didn't even have to try.
Yeah.
Just get them on camera.
So that was pretty
It was
epic.
really cute. If you haven't seen the video, please check it.
Yep. I posted up last week. So Check it.
Speaking of avalanches, how is the backcountry right now? And did the late storms
It's way up.
way
yeah.
up? So
There's
it's-
already been some reported avalanches I saw on CAIC. So
Okay.
if you're ever looking for avalanche conditions, please check that out too. It's the best move to do.
And never go into the backcountry alone. Always have a partner or two
Yeah.
and the proper equipment.
Yeah. We sell
And
all the gear.
knowledge.
So if you end up in Vail trying to do a little bit of the backcountry, side country stuff, we have float bags, probes, beacons. We have everything to take care of you. So pretty good.
Yeah. The float bags, which are the BCA bags, are proven to save lives.
I've seen a video last year of a guy triggering a huge one, and his float bag saved his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That video is
Which
pretty
a
wild.
float bag, what it does is it inflates a balloon. You pull a ripcord and inflates a balloon around your head and neck, and it keeps you afloat so you can breathe and next to the surface.
Yeah.
You want that to be your absolute last dire option.
I've witnessed it work in person too.
So we fill float packs here too. And I had a guy a couple years back. He comes in, he goes, "Yeah, I was up snowmobiling and my pack went off." I said, "Oh, you got caught in a slide?" "No, I fell off and somehow I pulled the ripcord." So we filled it up for him. He comes in the next day. I said, "Don't tell me you accidentally pulled your cord again." He goes, "Yep."
I've seen it happen a bunch out on the snowmobiles where they get it stuck on their handlebars and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
they
The
fill up.
alpine ski racers, we have float bags now for speed. It's mandatory.
Your chest protection and stuff.
They actually inflatable.
Yeah, like under
Yeah.
your suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a motorcyclers have, I think.
Yeah, they
They're-
just started doing that in
Yeah.
moto, so that's sweet that they're doing it in ski racing.
Yeah, so it's mandatory, and I've seen it work pretty well when these guys
Are there-
crash at high speeds.
Are there multiple companies doing it, or do you know?
I've reached out to a couple. One guy, I'm going to borrow one for the Super G at the Olympics because they're $1,000. And yeah, he said he'd hook me up. He knows me from a long time. I reached out to 2 companies that I saw that did the official ones.
Nice.
hmm
That's awesome. We'll plug you next time on the podcast if you hook us up. So send
Yeah.
some stuff. Speaking of competitions, I don't know if you guys know much about the Snow League that Shaun White has created. I think we're in our first full season of it actually happening. There was an event the other day. I forget exactly where it was, but watching what these guys are doing in the half pipe on a snowboard is insane. So it's an Olympic year. This is just the beginning. I can't imagine what we're going to see at the Olympics. I'll have to show you this video of these guys, and just so you guys have an
It's
understanding.
video games now.
Yeah, check
It's
this.
Not even, they're just
So,
so impressive.
and these guys,
Wow.
the best guys right now, they're out of Japan. They're going huge.
Where do they even have a pipe that big?
Not Vail.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, so I watched that this last week and it was insane.
What are those bags on the side?
I think those are just wind blockers, so
Wind
that way they're
blockers.
going so big they're not getting
Okay.
tossed back into the middle of the pipe.
Wow.
But yeah, that's insane. And so that guy that won for guys, throwing triple flips, doing all that, rides my favorite board, the Burton Custom,
that
which is
Kakubo?
Ayumu Hirano.
Hirama, yeah.
So, and then on the girls' side of it, it's a 14-year-old Japanese girl that crushed it. She went huge, throwing dubs. Like,
And they're so stylish too.
So
it
stylish.
looks effortless.
they're blowing away the rest of the world. The Japanese in half pipe,
I
some
wonder
of
who
those
their,
carving videos.
coaches.
Yeah.
He's probably a Canadian or US guy.
It's impressive.
No,
So,
those guys have been going so huge.
and if
for
you
a long
haven't
time.
heard much about that league, it's kind of something to help bring more money to these extreme athletes and these sports. So, kind of that same kind of series.
Is it kind of like a Crankworks style? There's like a multiple stops
Yeah,
like
it's
worldwide.
Multiple stops. They combine points all together at the end of the season, and
Cool.
one person wins.
Or-
And there's more prize money in that than I think most other events these days. So,
yeah.
What's that called again?
the Snow League.
The Snow League.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
and Shaun White's the one behind it. So
Yeah,
he's same thing with you. He's been down the road. He knows.
comps for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna do what's right to make it better than X Games, Olympics, whatever. He's been there, done that. He knows how to make it good.
Well,
so
Dew Tour isn't a thing anymore, is it?
Yeah,
I
not-
think they're done. So
Yeah.
yeah,
They used to have a Dew Tour for ski racing too.
yeah.
and they, we were watching on the shop TV here a little bit ago, the Burton US Open. That was so sick. I can't believe that has kind of fizzled out too.
That was the last event of
So-
the year. Everybody looked forward to. It was
Yeah.
always nice. Sickest part.
And Vail has built this great half pipe, and since the
Huge jumps.
Filled
Burton-
in.
Burton Championships aren't here, no more half pipe.
Yeah, our park. Yeah, I don't even think we'll have a park probably till January, February at this
Yes.
point.
Yeah.
And at that, even then, it's not worth going through.
Which surprises me because all these other resorts have it going. Some are owned by Vail Resorts, and they're doing little rail gardens, rail parks,
Yeah.
opening day.
Right.
I think if, say here at Vail, if we did a little bit of that, you would have 20, 30 kids
Yeah,
hiking
spread 'em out.
rails
Yeah.
and keep those kids out of the the lift lines,
Right.
terrorizing the tourists.
Yeah, if
that
there's
are,
only 3 runs, these kids are going to find the 2 side hits, whatever. Like that's what kids want to do. They want to
Yeah.
jump, myself included.
yeah.
So
I mean,
My-
I would go hike a couple rails. I'm sure
Totally.
your athletes would
My
also.
athletes just want to jump too.
Yeah, no. And
Yeah.
what are you doing on the? You took the skis off so they could jump into powder. You know,
Yeah.
let them have one little jump, a couple little rails,
Right.
box. Don't know, but I think Vail could really help the people, the kids, by doing
It
this.
would help the families coming to Vail because, the mom and dad want to ski on the mountain. The kids, they want the park.
Totally.
I was
And it-
once that kid too on a powder day, early season, late season. I wanted to be in the park.
Yeah.
That's
Growing up in Vermont, that's all I did. I'd get to the parking lot and I would get on the lift and ski to the park. And I didn't honestly learn how to ski properly until, I got out here. There wasn't a reason to. The snow was never good. It was always rock hard. So jumps and rails is what I wanted to do. And if I were coming on a trip, like late December, early January to one of the world's biggest mountains and there's not a single feature set up, that's pretty disappointing.
yeah, for
Well,
sure.
growing up in my time, there were no such thing as parks and
Right.
parks skis and park snowboards.
Mm-hmm.
So we started ski racing, and that's what made it fun for us. And my little hill was so small, we did with ski slalom, GS once in a while, but we could barely get 10 gates. But slalom, up and down, we had rope tow, so it was quick. We'd get hundreds of gates in a night or in a
But
weekend.
for instance, with that, to get into racing, you have to be part of a club. You can't just go jump into a race course. Like sometimes we do
Well,
that little
true.
pay to race
Yeah.
stuff here. It used to be called NASTAR. Now I think it's Epic Race.
But I'm talking when I was,
Yeah, but
that
I'm
age.
saying,
yeah,
you know,
nowadays,
We have the internet. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
oh, they have massive train park jumps at all these big resorts. And then they show up and it's all a lie.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's like, come on, give us a couple little features.
It's a aspect of skiing and snowboarding that I think is important to, give everybody an outlet to ski or snowboard the way that they want to.
Yeah, especially on a low snow year where you're trying to separate people on the limited terrain we have. I think it would be great for everyone.
One of the nice things Vail Resorts does do is after the season, when we are training over on Gold Peak and the mountain has closed, they do let us take over the train park and we turn it into a skier cross and we train GS over those big rolls. And I think that's where the jumps are. And I think that has been an advantage to our kids to get that extra train practice in the spring.
No, it's huge. I mean, as much train as we can get the kids is the most important, ideally.
sure.
So, I mean, it would be nice if they also had a border cross set up all year round, because I know of some local kids that we sponsor, like Senna Leith, didn't grow up doing border cross at Vail. He would go over to Copper Mountain. So, I mean,
I think all of our free ride kids
All the
go
freestyle,
over.
yeah.
They'll go over to Copper. So we
Yeah.
have a huge team and they have to travel to train.
spending a lot of money to go ski at a different resort.
Hmm. But Copper caters to that.
No, Copper's the best probably around for that.
Yeah, Woodward is.
But
the
Copper doesn't
standard for
have,
I was
like-
sure.
going to say Woodward's over there. Aren't they?
Yeah.
They don't have the Vail community.
No, I get people coming into the shop and they go, "Where's the train park? My kids want to. We're from Minnesota or Iowa," and I say, "Why would your kids want to go to a train park when they're in Colorado when they got the whole mountain to ski? You can do train park all winter back home because there's no place to ski and ride. But
Well,
when you're in Vail, you need to get up there and build skills."
Right.
Or you could do what the Ravinos do and go off the log rails in the forest.
Well, that
It's
too.
always a fortune, or that's always possible too. But right now with the limited train, they're not letting people into the woods. It's all roped off.
Yeah.
That's where we go back to the
They should have a little rail guard.
little rail guard. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not,
right now.
It's not
Yeah.
crazy. And also
No.
back to what you were just saying, I do think these kids just even want to see how big these jumps are. And they're
Well, that's true.
non-existent.
That's true.
It's just in the way
'Cause-
that you love to go fast and carve. some people just love sliding rails and
I know.
jumps.
Well, we used to have one of the biggest terrain parks. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's the ski patrol because there were so many injuries. I mean, we train right next to the terrain park, so my kids are in there all the time when they can be. And a lot of the parents don't let us even take our kids in the terrain park because they're so scared of the injuries that happen in there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the ski patrol have kind of pushed.
You were in a train park at Beaver Creek and broke your collarbone.
Yep. 10
You broke
days
your wrist
before
too.
Topolino, I've broke both wrists. They beat me up.
The
But-
U.S.
For sure.
ski team used to hate because after training all morning, you would go. You were the only one that would stay on the mountain and do the terrain park for the whole afternoon.
Yeah, I would ski all day.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's the whole point. Like
Yeah.
we were talking earlier.
Yeah.
We want the kids to ski. You can't limit them. Doesn't matter if it's terrain park, hitting rails down in the parking lot, racing. As long as a kid's
I know
skiing.
Rob Worrell said yesterday you were the greatest talent that Rocky Mountain's ever seen.
Well, I take that as a
Um,
compliment.
Eric Seiler had his winter camp, his December camp over at Winter Park, and back when you guys were young. And the kids, they would race all morning, and as soon as the gates were good down, they'd head right back to the lodge to play video games and screw off. I'm going, Eric, these kids come from Minnesota in the Midwest. Tell them they got a free ski in the afternoon. Their parents are paying all this money and they're just playing video games. He goes, yeah, Buzz, you're right. I'm going to make them ski.
Well, I was going to say about Eric's camps, which is funny that you mentioned it. Maybe it was after the fact that you mentioned that, is I felt like his was one of the only camps that did ski morning and afternoon sessions.
Not back then.
Not back then.
No, but he thought that was a good idea.
So he probably took your advice.
Well, if you want to make ski racers, you got to put in the mileage,
Definitely.
whether it's on a race course or free skiing.
Or in the train park.
Or, yeah, I mean,
On your skis.
that would be free skiing, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of free skiing stuff, you went to a little Ravinos party the other night.
I did. There was they showed our little Ravinos film that came out last winter, and it was a fun time. A few Ravinos there, and it was at the Altitude Club over in Vail, and it was a good get together.
Yeah, that's awesome. I couldn't make it, unfortunately. I have a little 10-month-old that has a slight cold at the moment, so stayed home for the weekend, chilled out, recovered. Now he's back healthy again.
I got to give the Altitude Club a little plug too. They had 16-ounce PBRs for $6,
Dang.
and that's a deal.
Yeah.
in Vail.
I'll be going there after work, it sounds like. Because what turns out, one of our employees, Jacob, it's his 21st birthday.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go get him, and you guys can keep... All right, Drew's going to go grab him real
Maybe
quick.
I can
Join us.
Hi.
So yeah, just remember to speak into the microphone and try to be close to it. So
Yeah. Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Is this close enough?
Yeah, that is perfect.
Fantastic.
Dude, happy birthday.
Thanks, man. Stoked.
He was all psyched last night. He goes, I'm going to go out after midnight and go to a bar. I'm going, why don't you wait till tomorrow? Save that energy and tell us what happened last night.
I was asleep by 11. I drank a Red Bull at like 9:30, and then that had me going for maybe half an hour, and we watched a movie, and then I passed out. So,
We'll
way it goes. But
Yeah, we'll make up for it tonight for
hell
sure.
Yeah, hell yeah, we
Sweet.
will.
Yeah,
Are you
you'll
guys
have
gonna
all
go to
that
the-
extra energy from not staying out late.
Exactly.
Well,
Yes, gonna
when we,
go to the Altitude Club.
when we get off work, Neff was in here, the owner of the George.
Okay.
He said first drinks on him, so
Oh.
got to go
Sick.
take him
I
up
might
on
have
that.
to
Oh,
come back into
absolutely.
town.
Yeah.
tonight.
For sure.
But for him, not for us.
Oh. I'm sure Neff would hook us up.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We
We'll
are
find
ski
out.
bums.
Yeah, we
Shit,
are ski
yeah.
bums. But at least he's getting a free drink for sure.
Hell yeah.
Probably more than he's going to want, too.
So
Probably, yeah.
I turned 21 in Aspen,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't recall getting crazy.
No.
God, that back then everybody drank anyway.
For
when you were
sure.
in high school, and just carried through. But I did go out.
Yeah.
I turned 21 in Ore, Sweden,
Sick.
and my mother sent me a bottle of champagne and flowers.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I turned 21 here in Vail. And yeah, I did actually do what you tried to do.
Did you?
I went out the night before,
Yeah.
got real liquored up. Obviously, first time ever. Didn't know what the liquor was going to do to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
bull
sure.
load.
So
That
we're-
was not your first time
Yeah,
ever.
Well, legally
Okay.
speaking. Anyways, we're over at the Four Seasons, having some tequila, all that. Me and one of my good buddies, we had snow skates in there. Decided to ride snow skates down the stairs, slammed into the marble floor at the bottom. I did something to my foot, couldn't really walk after that, so I shoved a couple knives into my foot. Pretty sure I broke it.
Nice.
We went and partied up on the bottom of Vail for a little bit that night, woke up, and then we went straight down to Denver, and we did some go-karting, and we went to Casa Bonita, and then we ended up going to the strip clubs down in Denver. So mine was pretty brutal, and the whole time as I'm celebrating that next night, I had a broken foot,
For sure.
had two just knives in the shoe to not
That's
let it flex.
wild.
But
The
Damn.
strip club wasn't brutal for you. I recall we
No,
sent
that was great.
We sent you in for a private showing.
yeah, I was also since I had just turned 21, and he'd eaten a little fungi, so I was also seeing things too. It was a good night.
What was the name of that guy that owned that bar?
Rich Hadley.
Rich Hadley.
Yeah. So
Yep, he had all the connections.
yep, it was a good night.
Where was
It
I?
was fun.
Probably somewhere.
I
in
don't think
Europe.
you were invited for this one.
Oh no.
This was the methods took me basically, and
rashed you up.
oh man, it was
Hunter's
Torture.
Brothers Band.
so. At least I can try to keep you from not breaking a foot.
Yeah.
But
I appreciate
I
it.
The headache
know,
tomorrow.
It doesn't,
It's up to me at the end of the night.
it doesn't work that way. I told him not to go down that stairwell.
Yeah.
He did it anyway.
Oh shit.
but I have a
Man.
story. So
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, 21st in Vail. So
Yeah, love it.
I don't know. Good times.
Oh,
Stoked
for
you're
sure.
21.
Me too, man.
It's
It's
your
about time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your
Yeah.
second season with us.
Hmm.
So
Tell,
Last year.
tell the audience about your summertime job.
Yeah, I'm a wildland firefighter in the summer. Work for a little contract company based out of Aztec, New Mexico now. Yeah, next year will be my 4th year doing it. Started right when I was 18, and I love it so much, you know. I found out I need a solid adrenaline dump daily in order to keep my brain happy, so that's why I play with fire in the summer and then ski daily in the winter, you know.
yeah, how many days did you get last winter?
I hit 150 last year.
Nice work.
So,
So that's
yeah.
pretty good. A first time employee for us, getting 150 days.
That's why we
So-
hired you back.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a great
Jacob and
time.
I skied together last winter, and it was pretty epic.
That
We-
was a fun day right there. That was the
Yeah.
day that Adrian ate shit too. Sometimes if I want to laugh, I'll go back and watch that video.
We were launching some cool jumps, and
Mhm.
the snow was corntastic.
Corntastic. It was deep.
Yeah.
It was sweet.
No, it's
Yeah.
epic, Dave. Happy birthday. Stoked for you.
Thank you, man.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys for everything.
Dude, thanks
too.
for coming on the
Appreciate
podcast,
it.
too.
Oh, happy to
Enjoy
be
it.
here. Yeah.
I'll trade you. You could be my age and own the shop, and I'll be 21.
And work for you.
Shit, that sounds pretty good to me. Does that mean I got any ski I want on the wall?
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But you don't want to give up being 21.
No.
You know, it takes forever when you're a kid to get to 21. But once you hit 21 to get to where I'm at, it flies by.
For sure.
Yeah, 21 to where I'm at 34.
Mm-hmm.
It has gone very quick.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
but it's fun. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Definitely make the most of your 20s.
Yeah.
You know, you only live it once, so
Yeah.
live it good.
And don't make any
Exactly.
mistakes.
No mistakes.
No.
None whatsoever.
So I just got dropped off a new pair of boots to try. It's the new Union snowboard boot. We're known Union for bindings throughout the years. They finally just released a snowboard boot, double boa with inner lace. It's kind of built after a ski boot in a way where it has that outer plastic shell all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of the first people to do this, and I'm super excited to try it. I've seen a lot of hype on the internet. So thank you, Union, for dropping these off for me to try. You'll see a review on our Buzzes Boards YouTube channel with me giving these a go. Also, you'll see some reviews with the goggles, or with the glasses, I mean. Also with a bunch of snowboards. So We get out there, do a bunch of reviews. Make sure to check us out on our YouTube, Buzz's Boards.
Right. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for a chance to win a $1,000 in-store credit that we're giving away when we reach 1,000 subscribers.
How does that work? You're going to put all the subscribers in a hat? And
I'm going to do an auto-generated,
pick a subscriber.
put them all into an app, and then it just auto-picks
Okay.
whoever.
So how do you know who your subscribers are?
I'm able to see that from my side of it.
Okay.
So
I was curious about that.
yeah.
And I think other people were asking me as well.
Yeah,
I thought it was the winner would be the one who gave us the best review.
Ooh, that could be a good one too.
No, I'm just kidding.
The 1,000th subscriber.
Or
No,
the
it's a
1,000th.
random subscriber from anywhere. You could have been our first subscriber, our 1,000th subscriber. You're all entered for a chance to win $1,000.
So I could win it.
Potentially, but
No,
we might have
you
to
cannot.
redraw.
Friends and family employees cannot win.
You might get drawn, but I'm going to have to do a redraw. So,
Oh,
unfortunately, you get other bonuses. Look at the glasses.
some meta.
So, this is for the people listening.
I noticed we're at about 700 subscribers.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So
Oh, wow. It went up 100 this last week.
Yeah. Waiting for that day we go up 1,000.
We're getting close. We're getting close for that giveaway.
Yep. So definitely make sure to subscribe. Means the world to us. That way we keep doing these podcasts, keep doing reviews. Means the
And
world.
once we're done with the 1,000-person giveaway, we're going to start it all over and do another one.
Yep, we're gonna do a bunch of different giveaways. We might even end up giving away this pair of boots that was dropped off with me. See how the rep likes that.
But,
Just kidding.
But anybody who's in the first drawing, you're obviously eligible for any drawing we do in the future.
Yeah, because the next one will probably be the 5,000 subscriber mark. So 1,000.
No, we got to give away more than that.
2,000.
Yeah.
Every 1,000.
Every 1,000.
We'll give something away every 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So
Something sweet, some nice package.
yeah.
some Oakley
But
Meta.
$1,000 in-store credit goes a long way.
I'm really excited to try these on outside and see if they darken the lens.
They should.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
yeah, I'm excited.
I've watched
Magic.
I've watched the commercials of them. They
Yeah.
seem like they work pretty well.
They're magic.
But anyways, I would like to thank everyone listening to the podcast. It's been a good one. We're about to go up there and try some more gear. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Means the world to us. Also visit buzzesboardsusa.com. We have the best deals on everything. And if you find a better deal somewhere else, let us know and we'll beat it. That's a guarantee, right, Buzz?
That's right. I want to mention I got to ski with my 6-year-old granddaughter on Sunday. And every time, it's about maybe her 6th time out this winter. Every time she gets better. Now, she's been skiing for a few years, but I would ski ahead. Johnny, her father, my son, would ski behind to block skiers from hitting her. But I'd get ahead and I'd turn around, I'd stop. Oh, she's right there. So she's picking up speed. She could be following in your footsteps, Sarah.
Well, we have been recruiting her to the ski club and her father as a coach. We'll see if that comes to fruition in the next year or two.
Ooh, that would be epic. Johnny's Ski Club Vail coach.
Yeah.
I would
That's
love
not
to see
going to
that.
happen. I
A
can't.
weekend coach
He's
for the future stars.
That would be sick.
Yeah, maybe.
You
But he's a
save-
musician. I can't even get him to work in here.
You save 50% on your ski club tuition if you coach.
Oh, well.
It's tempting.
They should be hooking us up. Anyways, well, thanks for listening to the 4th podcast in the bank. So please subscribe, visit buzzboardsusa.com, and we'll see you next week.
Viva Mexico.
Later.